Hey guys, what is up, and I welcome each and every one of you to a new episode of the Did You Know series. This episode will be featuring Master Yi. There's gonna be quite the amount of information in this episode, so please do not forget to press that like button if you end up enjoying this one. But without much further ado, let's go into his abilities. Master Yi's passive second attack applies on attack effects and on hit effects. For example, Wit's End, Lifesteal, Critical Strike, for both strikes that his passive can deal. If, with his passive, he attacks Jax while he is dodging or is blinded, both of the attacks can miss. However, Pantheon's passive and Fiora's counter will only block one of the two swings. Here's a pretty interesting one. The double strike on his passive activates every fourth auto attack, but did you know that the second strike in his passive will count as a stack towards the next double strike, effectively making it proc every 3 auto attacks rather than 4. Normally, Alpha Strike has Yi reappear at his initial target's location, but if that target dies or uses something like Zhonya's, as Yi finishes his Alpha Strike, he then appears at his cast location instead. Static Shift is a very strong item on Master Yi because the distance covered with his Q actually counts towards the movement for stacking up the shift to 100. Another strong item on him is Sword of the Divine, because this item when activated gives you a 100% critical strike chance for either 3 seconds or the next 3 critical strikes, whichever comes first. And this works with Alpha Strike, but it does not count towards the limit of 3 crits, which means if you activate the item, use Alpha Strike, all the targets you hit will be critically striked. And once you reappear from the Alpha Strike, you still have the remainder of the 3 seconds or 3 critical strikes to auto attack and use up the effects of the item. A popular thing to do with Master Yi is to use Alpha Strike to dodge certain abilities, so for example, Karthus Ultimate. Did you know that Meditate, his W, resets Master Yi's auto attack timer, meaning with perfect timing you can not only tank an ability's damage, but you can also increase your own. The true damage from Wuju's style, his E ability's active effect, will hit through Pantheon's passive and Fiora's parry, but it will not go through Jax's dodge or if he's blinded. Master Yi's ultimate's move speed buff stacks multiplicatively, rather than additively. If Master Yi has his ultimate on and someone like Tryndamere uses Mocking Shout on him, even though he will avoid the slow, he will not avoid the AD reduction. Spell Shield will only block Master Yi's Q, and not his E or really anything else. Alright guys, let's go into some cool facts and lore about Master Yi. The designer of Master Yi is Ezreal, who also made Zillion, Singed, Rammus, Amumu, and so many more. Yi, in Chinese, means easiness, change, or divination. Apparently, the name Master Yi is also a pun on the word Mastery, since the pronunciation of the two is so similar. Also, the term Wuju, which is Master Yi's fighting style, is a reference to 2 developers at Riot named Ando Wu and Jeff Ju. But also Wuju or Wuji nods to an old sword style honed for art in current times, and in the Chinese servers it is written as that right there, which directly translated means Promise Kendo, or a better translation being Extremeless Sword Path. In traditional Chinese or Japanese, it is written as such, which means Kendo Promise, and the word Kendo being a Japanese term for swordsmanship, which also hints that Wuju is a traditional sword style. Lastly, Wuju is somewhat similar to Wushu, which is the collective name of Chinese martial arts, which is better known as Kung Fu in Western countries. A few years ago, there was the Community Ionia vs Noxus match, and Master Yi was one of the champions within the pool for Ionia, though he was not chosen to play. Now let's go into something I'm sure most of you are wondering. What exactly are those funky goggles that he wears? Well, they are apparently called the 7 lenses of insight, which may be an over-exaggeration of the simple trifocal goggles that we see characters like Sam Fisher wear from Splinter Cell. But according to Master Yi's background, they allow him to see across a wider range of the spectrum. And did you know that these goggles were given to him by Heimerdinger, and they are specifically designed for Master Yi? And even though others can wear them, they will not have anywhere near the same effectiveness as when Master Yi wears them. You can even see these goggles and his sword within the Mac launch video for League of Legends. The new joke that he has,
the goggles, just for reading,
is a joke that is referring to how they don't actually affect his gameplay, and maybe a few other things. And another quote that he has,
I will take an eye, as if I don't have enough already.
obviously refers to the large number of lenses that his goggles have. From all this, let's go into his lore. It states how through Wuzhu, Master Yi tempered his body and sharpened his mind until thought and action became one, and that he enters violence as a last resort but ensures that resolution is swift. Before he mastered Wuzhu, he helped defend a Noxian attack on his village with ease, until a deadly poison from Singed destroyed his home and Master Yi to find out later. He then only felt vengeance and secluded himself until he became a deadlier swordsman than he has ever been. At the height of his frustration, he met a monkey, of course being Wukong, that interrupted his training. The monkey played with Master Yi, turning his own techniques against him until Master Yi's anger subsided as he sparred with the monkey. This made him realize vengeance is not the right path to master Wuzhu, and as he thanked the monkey for helping him realize this, much to his surprise, it spoke, asking to learn Wuzhu. Yi then realized his new path. The way to honor the memory of his lost people was to pass their teachings onto a new generation. Did you know that Master Yi, along with Pantheon, have the highest base movement speed of 355? Master Yi's sword has rings on the back edge, which resembles an ancient curved Chinese blade prior to the katana. His joke,
The key to immortality. Not dying.
refers to his beta lore where he implies to be over 1,000 years old, though looking around 30. His age and ultimate, Highlander, refers to the movie Highlander, where a lot of characters are immortal and hundreds of years old, but if this is still the case with his updated lore is unknown. In Classic and Assassin Master Yi, you can see swords hanging beside his armored boots, and even Yasuo has a quote specific to this.
Nice. Sword? Boots?
Did you know that Assassin Master Yi, along with Golden Alistair and White Mage Vhagar, are the cheapest skins priced at 390 RP? Chosen Master Yi refers to the Jedi from Star Wars. In this skin, the color of his sword changes from blue being normal, green with the passive, red with the active effect, much like it did in the Jedi Knight game with the colors being blue, yellow, and red for the different stances. Ionia Master Yi could potentially be the outfit he wears at home, as it bears Ionian style of clothing, especially when comparing to Aurelia's default skin, since she is also from Ionia. Samurai Yi of course references to the Japanese samurai and shogun. Headhunter Master Yi resembles the Predator species from Alien vs Predator. The helmet in the skin looks similar to the one worn by the main character from the game, Shinobi, who tends to dash to his enemies, much like Master Yi does with Alpha Strike. The Chinese artwork of the skin seems to have Cho'Gath behind him, who may be there to resemble the alien species since he resembles the Predator. And finally, Headhunter Yi shares this theme with Headhunter Rengar, Nidalee, and Caitlyn. Alright guys, that unfortunately does mark the end of this episode of Did You Know featuring Master Yi. If you did enjoy, please do not forget to throw in a like and also share it with your friends. As I'm sure you can tell, a lot of work was put into this video. I'd also appreciate it if you guys would follow me on my Facebook fan page and my Twitter, both Redmercy LOL. And you could also suggest what you want to see for the next episode, or if you have any cool theories that you want me to go over, just make sure to provide a link. But with all that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I hope to see you for the next one. Peace!